Hello, guys. Today in this presentation, we wanted to talk about Chernobyl disaster with my partners Dayana Facundo, Wagner Tomás Suárez, Alejandra Benavides, Julián Lesmes y Gisela Ardila, and my person, Felipe Aya. Like introduction, the Chernobyl disaster was a nuclear accident that happened in 1986 at the Chernobyl power plant in Ukraine. It became one of the worst accidents in history. In our presentation, we explained what the plant was, what the operators planned, and what mistakes they made. We also described the explosion, the first response, the cleanup work, and the consequences after the accident. This information help us understand why Chernobyl changed nuclear safety around the world.
History and context. The Chernobyl disaster occurred on April 26 in 1986 near the city of Pripyat in the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. It happened at reactor 4 of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, which used an RBMK mill reactor.
Okay.
During a live night safety test, several operational mistake caused a sudden power surge. The surge led to explosions that destroyed the reactor core and rel- released large amounts of radioactive material.
Okay, perfect. And we've got the plan of the reactor. The operators planned a safety test on reactor 4. They wanted to see how the reactor worked during a power loss. The test was part of a normal routine in the plant during that night. They prepared the equipment and followed the steps of the procedure. Everything seemed normal and they expected the test to be safe. In the error during the test, the operator reduced the power too much and the reactor became very unstable. They ignored important warnings from the control system and continued with the procedure. They didn't understand the danger, so they kept the test running even when the reactor was not safe. These mistakes created the conditions that later caused the explosion.
Cause of the explosion. The explosion happened during a polling execute safety test. The operators turned off several safety systems and the LBMK reactor had design flaws that made it unsafe and low power. Because of this condition, a sudden rise in power caused the reactor to become uncontrollable. How the explosion happened? At 1:23 a.m., the reactor experienced a rapid and uncontrolled power source. The source created two explosions, a steam explosion and a chemical explosion. The reactor core was exploded and caught fire, and large amounts of radioactive material were launched into the atmosphere.
The initial response and secrecy. Key points. First point is first to arrive. Firefighters battle in the blaze but receive lethal doses of radiation. Uh, 2 point, the denial. The authorities did not report the danger immediately. They tried to conceal the scope of the catastrophe. 3 point is the people of Pripyat were evacuated late 36 hours later. They left their belongings.
Liquidators. The Chernobyl liquidators were approximately 6,100 people, including firefighters, soldiers, miners, and civilian volunteers, who participated in mitigating in consequence of 1986 nuclear consequences disaster. Their main mission was to extinguish fires, build the protective sarcophagus over the damaged reactor, and clean up contaminated debris and soil, often all without adequate protective equipment and exposed to lethal doses and radiation.
Okay.
The emergency structures were built and isolate the radiation for reactor 4. After, after the 1986 accident, including the original sarcophagus and later on the new safe contaminated NSC, which was massive steel structure. The NSC was built the service as a long-lasting barrier that contaminated and radioactive material protected the reactor from the elements and allowed for the safe dismantling in the future.
Okay.
Human consequence. Many people left their homes. Thousands of workers cleaned the area and the people suffered health problems for radiation. The radiation damaged animals and plants. Forests changed color and died in some areas. Rivers and soil became contaminated. The city of Pripyat remained abandoned. The area stayed closed to the public for many years. Scientists continue to study the effects of nature.
Okay, and that's all. And thank you very much for your attention. Thanks.